Hello students, let us solve problems based on calculation of value of n today. Let's see the first problem for today. Find n if np4 is equal to 340. You know the formula of npr. Write the formula once. Always write a formula. Okay? You will get 1 marks for the formula. N factorial divide by n minus r factorial. Right? So your np4 will be n factorial divided by n minus 4 factorial. Correct? Your np4 is given as 340. So 340 is equal to n factorial. So n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 and so on, n minus 4 factorial. I'll stop here and divide by n minus 4 factorial. So n minus 4 factorial I can cancel, right? So 340 is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3. So that means there are 4 consecutive numbers, right? When you multiply 4 consecutive numbers, you should get 340, correct? So if I solve this in trial and error basis, okay, so I want 4 consecutive numbers. When you multiply, it is 340. So let us do in trial and error basis first. Okay, so this is my calculator. So my 4 consecutive numbers, if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, these are 4 consecutive numbers. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. This comes to 24. So this is not the answer, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 are not those 4 consecutive numbers which I am looking for. I want 4 consecutive numbers. When you multiply, it comes to 360. Let's take 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. When I take this, it comes to 120. So now I know 2, 3, 4, 5 is not the 4 consecutive numbers what I am looking for. Let's take 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. When I do this, I get 360. So that means 3, 4, 5 and 6 are the consecutive numbers which I am looking for. Correct? So 340 is equal to 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. 4 consecutive numbers. Right? So 6 is my n. 5 is my n minus 1, 4 is my n minus 2 and 3 is my n minus 3. Correct? So that means n is equal to 6. Right? But this trial and error basis is not possible in every problem. Right? So how we are supposed to do it? You are supposed to find factors of, it's not 340, sorry, it's 360. I have made a mistake. It's 360, not 340. Okay. It's 360. Oh, there's a, so n is equal to 360. N is equal to 6. So, what I was saying, trial and error basis is not possible in every problem, right? So, how we are supposed to solve it? Let's find the factors of 360. 2 180s are, 2 90s are, 2 45s are, 3 15s are, 3 5s are and 5 1s are. So the factors are, okay, So prime factors of 360 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. So I have to make sure that these 360 is the product of 4 continuous numbers. Okay, here we can see 2, 3, 5, and here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want 4 continuous numbers, correct? So I can see a 5. So I will see numbers which is around 5. Okay, so if I take 2 and then 2 2s are 4 and 3 and 5, so 3 is remaining. So there is, if I see here there is 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, and there is into 3 also. So 2, 3, 4, 5 is a continuous number, but this 3 is remaining, right? So I know 2, 3, 4, 5 is not the number which I am looking for. But when I do 3 multiplied by 2, it comes to 6, which now I can see there are 4 continuous number, which is 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. So the factors of 360 can be 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. Correct? So n is equal to 6, which is the highest value. Correct? Okay. So this is how you solve this problem. Let's see the next problem. Find n if np3 is equal to 10 into np2. Okay. The formula of npr is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Correct? This is the formula. So np3 is equal to n factorial divided by n minus 3 factorial, right? And np2 is equal to n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial, right? Let's substitute the values. Okay, so np3 is equal to 10 into np2 can be written as n factorial divided by n minus 3 factorial is equal to 10 into n factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial. Okay. Now n minus 2 factorial. Okay. Here n factorial I can just cancel. So 1 upon n minus 3 factorial is equal to 10 upon n minus 2 factorial. N minus 2 factorial I can write like this: n minus 2 into n minus 3 factorial. Correct? So n minus 3 factorial I can cancel. So what is remaining? 1 is equal to 10 upon n minus 2. N minus 2 I'll bring it to the other side. The division will become multiplication. So n minus 2 is equal to 10. N is equal to 10 plus 2. Minus 2 I am bringing to the other side. So n is equal to 12. So the answer is 12. So n is equal to 12. Now you know n is equal to 12. This is your final answer. But if you want to verify, you can verify. right? So NP3, so verification, we are just verifying the answer. Okay, so 12p3 is equal to 10 into 12p2, right? Here, if LHS is equal to RHS, that means your answer is right. Okay, so let's solve. Okay, 12p3, I can write it like this. 12 factorial divide by 12 minus 3 factorial, 10 into 12 minus 2, 12 factorial 12p2 is, which is 12 factorial divide by 12 minus 2 factorial. Okay. Now 12 factorial upon 12 minus 3 factorial, I can write 12 factorial divide by 12 minus 3 will be 9, correct? So 9 factorial is equal to 10 into 12 factorial divide by 10 factorial. Okay, 12 factorial is 12 into 12 factorial is 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 factorial divide by 9 factorial. Here 10 into 12 into 11 into 10 factorial upon 10 factorial. 10 factorial, 10 factorial I can cut, 9 factorial, 9 factorial. So what is remaining in the both the sides? 10 into 11 into 12. So LHS is equal to RHS. Both the sides it is 10 into 11 into 12. Correct? So 1320 is equal to 1320. So LHS is equal to RHS. Yeah. Both the sides are same. Correct? This is how you can verify. We are just verifying that this is equal to this. Okay, you cannot cancel this. Okay, because we are just verifying it. Okay, or you can take LHS first. Oh, sorry. Or what you can do is, instead of doing like this, take LHS first, and when you keep on solving, you will get 1320. Then you take RHS, you keep on solving, you get 1320, and LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, do that way. That would be better. Okay. Okay. In the exam, you don't need to do the verification. Okay, you just have to find the value of n. That's it. Okay, if you verify your answer, that's good. Let's solve the next question. Find n if np4 is equal to 18 into n minus 1 p2. Okay, so let us write the formula once so that we earn 1 mark. So n p r is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Okay, so np4 is equal to 18 into n minus 1 p2. You have to find the value of n. Okay, so np4 I can write like this: n factorial divided by n minus 4 factorial is equal to 18 into n minus 1 p2. So n minus 1 factorial divided by n minus 1 minus r. R is 2 here. So n minus 1 minus 2 factorial. Correct? Okay. Now This I can write it this way. N factorial upon n minus 4 factorial is equal to 18 into n minus 1 factorial divided by n minus 3 factorial. Okay. So n minus 3 factorial I can write n minus 3 into n minus 4 factorial and n minus, yeah. So instead of writing n, I can write n into n minus 1 factorial upon n minus 4 factorial is equal to 18 into n minus 1 factorial upon n minus 3 factorial. I can write n minus 3 into n minus 4 factorial. So n minus 4 factorial I can cut, n minus 1 factorial I can cut. Just let's write what is remaining. I'll bring the denominator to the other side, it will become my numerator. Okay. So n into n minus 3 is equal to 18. When I open the bracket, I'll get n square minus 3n is equal to 18. I'll bring 18 to the other side, so it will become n square minus 3n minus 18 is equal to 0. Let us factorize. I want two numbers, when I multiply it is minus 18 and when I add it is minus 3. Okay, so let us see factors of 18. 2 9s are, and then 3 3s are, so 6 and 3, yeah. So if I take minus 6 and minus 3, no, minus 6 and plus 3, if I take minus 6 and plus 3, when I multiply minus 6 into minus 3, minus 6 into plus 3 will be minus 18 and minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3. Correct? When you multiply it is minus 18, when you add it is minus 3. So this is the numbers I want, minus 6 and plus 3. So n square minus 6n plus 3n minus 18 is equal to 0. So let's take the common terms out. We'll group it, take the common term out. Okay, so n into n minus 6 plus 3 n minus 6 is equal to 0. N minus 6 n plus 3 is equal to 0. So n minus 6 is equal to 0 or n plus 3 is equal to 0. So n is equal to 6 or n is equal to minus 3. Okay. So n is either equal to 6 or n is equal to minus 3. Always select the positive integer because n cannot be a negative number. Okay. So select positive number, n is equal to 6. N cannot be a negative number, okay, and R cannot be greater than n, okay. So these are the things you have to keep in mind. Okay, let's solve the next problem. Okay, if n factorial divided by 2 factorial n minus 2 factorial and n factorial divided by 4 factorial n minus 4 factorial are in the ratio of 2:1. Find the value of n. Okay, so let us find the value of n then. So n factorial divided by 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial divided by n factorial upon 4 factorial into n minus 4 factorial if it is in the ratio of 2:1, that is 2/1. Okay, so this is equal to this. You are supposed to find the value of n. Okay, so always remember, if a divided by b divided by c divided by d is equal to a divided by b into, you just have to take the reciprocal, d divided by c. Okay, so by applying this rule, I can write n factorial divided by 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial. I'll multiply and take the reciprocal of the denominator, which is 4 factorial into n minus 4 factorial divided by n factorial is equal to 2/1, which is 2. Okay, so here n factorial I can cancel, right? So numerator is 4 factorial into n minus 4 factorial. So that I can write it this way. 4 factorial I can write 4 into 3 into 2 factorial, and n minus 4 factorial I'll write it as it is. My denominator is 2 factorial and n minus 2 factorial. N minus 2 factorial I can write n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4 factorial is equal to 2. So n minus 4 factorial, n minus 4 factorial I can cancel. 2 factorial I can cancel. Right? So what is remaining? 4 into 3 divided by n minus 2, n minus 3 is equal to 2. 2 I'll bring to the other side, and n minus 2, n minus 3 I'll take it to the other side. Or I can cancel it here itself. 2 1s are 2 2s are 4. Okay. So 2 into 3 is 6 is equal to n minus 2, n minus 3 I'll take it to the other side. So 6 into n minus 2 n minus 3. Okay, if you are not able to understand what I did, I'll just not cancel now. Okay, I'll write this. So 4 into 3 is 12 is equal to 2 into n minus 2 n minus 3. 2 I take it to the other side, it will become 12 by 2, which is 6 is equal to n minus 2 into n minus 3. Let us open the bracket. N into n minus 3 minus 2 n minus 3. So 6 is equal to n square minus 3n minus 2n plus 6. Right? N will become n square. N minus 3n will become minus 3n. N into minus 3 will become minus 3n. Minus 2 into n will become minus 2n, minus 2 minus 3 will become plus 6. Minus 2 into minus 3 will become plus 6. Okay. Now minus 3n minus 2n will become minus 5n. Correct? So 6 is equal to n square minus 5n plus 6. I'll bring 6 to the other side. It will become minus 6. So n square minus 5n plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So n square minus 5n is equal to 0. So I'll take common term, which is n. N into n minus 5 is equal to 0. Right? So n is equal to 0 or n minus 5 is equal to 0. So n minus 5 is equal to 0 means n is equal to 5. So n is either is equal to 0 or n is equal to 5. Okay. So n is equal to 0 or n is equal to 5. Let's solve the next question, which is the last question for the day. If n plus 1 factorial is equal to 6 into n minus 1 factorial, find n. Okay. So let us expand this. N plus 1 factorial. So n plus 1 factorial I can write like this. N plus 1 into n plus 1 minus 1, which is n, into n minus 1 factorial is equal to 6 into n minus 1 factorial. N minus 1 factorial, n minus 1 factorial I can cut. What is remaining? N plus 1 into n is equal to 6. I open the bracket. I'll get n square plus n is equal to 6. 6 I'll take it to the other side. So n square plus n minus 6 is equal to 0. Now factorize. I want two numbers. When I multiply, it is minus 6. When I add, it is plus 1. Okay. So 3 into 2. So plus 3 into minus 2. When I multiply plus 3 minus 2, so it becomes, when you multiply this, plus 3 and minus 2, it is minus 6. And when you add 3 minus 2 is plus 1. Correct? So plus 3 and minus 2 are the numbers which I am looking for. Correct? So n square plus 3n minus 2n. So plus 3n minus 2n is plus n. So instead of writing plus n, I have written plus 3n minus 2n. Correct? Minus 6 is equal to 0. So n into n plus 3 minus 2 into n plus 3. Factorization and all you might have studied in your school. Okay, correct? So n plus 3 into n minus 2 is equal to 0. So n plus 3 is equal to 0 or n minus 2 is equal to 0. So n is equal to minus 3, or n is equal to plus 2. So here n is equal to minus 3 or n is equal to 2. Okay, that's it for the day, students. Have a great day. Thank you very much.